Hey everyone, imagine this. Deep under jungles, deserts, and old stories, there are lost cities all over the Americas. I want to take you on a super cool trip back in time. We're going to listen for secrets from people who built amazing things, lived awesome lives, and then poof, they vanished, leaving behind mysterious ruins. All across the Americas, from the tall Andes Mountains to the huge Amazon rainforest, these forgotten cities are just waiting to be found. Each one is like a big puzzle, showing us how smart people were, building incredible stuff and having big communities way before explorers from Europe ever showed up. Come with me. We're going to peel back time like an onion and explore the very heart of these lost cities. High in the Andes Mountains, hidden by mist, is Machu Picchu. It looks like a city floating in the clouds. Hiram Bingham found it in 1911. Machu Picchu is an amazing building masterpiece, and its purpose is still a mystery. The Inca people were super smart. They knew about stars, building, and art. Special stones and temples show they knew how the sun and stars lined up. They built steps to grow food and made stone canals to bring fresh water. How they fit huge stones together perfectly is still mind-blowing. Then, everyone left Machu Picchu. We still don't have all the answers. Machu Picchu is an awesome reminder of people who lived great lives. Deep in the rainforest in Guatemala, huge pyramids from Tikal stick out above the trees. They're what's left of a super powerful Maya city, Gaptuz. Its kings left behind big stone markers and altars that tell stories. When Tikal was at its biggest, tons of people lived there. But by the 800s, the city was empty. Did they run out of water, or did they mess up their environment? Tikal is still this amazing kind of spooky place that shows how smart the Maya were. Not far from Mexico City lies Teotihuacan, the city of the gods. Who built this carefully planned city, aligned with the stars, remains a mystery. The pyramid of the sun and moon stand tall. Teotihuacan's influence spread far, evident in distant art and buildings. Murals and sacrificial artifacts reveal a religious, hierarchical society. Around 550 CE, the city was burned and abandoned. Internal strife, external attack, environmental change. The real story remains unknown, its ruins prompting endless wonder. In Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula lies Chichen Itza. This ancient city reveals the merging of Maya and Toltec cultures. El Castillo, its iconic pyramid, showcases astronomical precision. Twice a year, the equinox creates a serpent of light, sliding down its steps. So cool. El Caracol served as a star-watching tower, while artifacts from the sacred cenote reveal their beliefs. The reasons for Chichen Itza's decline remain a mystery. Today, it stands as a symbol of ingenuity and cultural fusion. Near St. Louis, right by the Mississippi River, there was a city called Cahokia. Get this. Back in the 1100s, it was as big as London was then. It had a giant hill called Monk's Mound, plus more than 100 other mounds. These were the center of a really organized community. Cahokia had these cool wooden circles, kind of like Stonehenge but made of wood, called woodhenges. They used them like calendars to track the sun for special days of the year. The people there were great at making things, and they traded with folks from far, far away. But by 1350, everyone was gone. Did they ruin their land? Did people start fighting? Or did the weather change too much? The mounds just stood there quietly, watching over the flat land. Cahokia shows us that amazing big cities were around in North America way before Columbus arrived. What's left of it keeps making us rethink what we thought we knew about America's old history. In Peru, in a place called Soup Valley, is Caral. It's one of the oldest cities in all of the Americas, from way back in 2600 BCE. That's super old. It has huge flat-topped mounds and big sunken squares, showing they were great builders and worked together really well. The people in Caral seem like they were pretty peaceful. There are no signs of fighting. They mostly farmed and traded things. They found these things called quipus, knotted strings, which means they were keeping track of stuff long before the Incas did. The weather probably changed a lot, and that's why Caral started to fade away around 2000 BCE. The people who lived there might have moved to other places, taking their smart ideas all over the Andes Mountains. Caral is proof of how clever early Americans were, and how city life first got started. Its quiet pyramids whisper stories about some of the very first big cities people ever built. Deep in Colombia's Sierra Nevada mountains is Ciudad Perdida. That means the lost city. The Tairona people built it. It was found again in the 1970s. It has cool terraces built into the mountainside and stone roads, showing they were amazing builders who knew how to live in the mountains. Gap 2s. The Tairona were really good at making things, especially with gold and clay. Their art shows they had a lot of important symbols and stories. They were smart farmers, and different groups of leaders worked together to keep the city going. But then, explorers from Spain came, and there was fighting and sickness, so people had to leave the city. The jungle grew over Ciudad Perdida, but the local people whose ancestors built it still remember it. The city is a sad but strong reminder of how people can bounce back, but also what can be lost. In Guatemala's Petén Bassin lies El Mirador, a huge Maya city. From an early time, it predates Tikal. The Danta complex is one of the world's biggest pyramids by volume. Built without metal tools or big animals, special roads connected its buildings. They've found some of the first Maya writing and art there. El Mirador's rapid growth and disappearance suggests environmental damage and water scarcity led to its abandonment around 150 AD. Today, El Mirador lies mostly buried, like a sleeping giant. Monte Alban, built right on top of a mountain in Oaxaca, Mexico, was the main city for the Zapotec people for over 1,000 years. That's a long time. Its big main square, pyramids, and ballgame court were all built super carefully and lined up just right. There are these mysterious carvings called Los Danzantes, the dancers, that might show people captured in wars, or maybe special ceremonies. A special building, called Building J, was like their observatory. It shows they knew a lot about stars and calendars. The Zapotecs were some of the first people in that part of the world to have their own way of writing. Monte Alban slowly faded away, probably because different groups started to break off and compete with each other. Its stones still seem to whisper stories of old kings, and how everything was lined up with the stars. Up on the high plains in Bolivia, there was Tiwanaku. It was the capital of an empire that came before the Incas, and it was famous for its amazing stone buildings. The Acapana Pyramid and a famous stone arch called the Gateway of the Sun show off their incredible building skills and important religious symbols. They built special raised fields for farming, which helped them grow food even in that tough, high-up place. The art and symbols from Tiwanaku spread all over the Andes Mountains and influenced other groups of people who came later. A really long time without enough rain and big changes in the weather probably caused it to fall apart around the year 1000. The Incas really respected Tiwanaku and even used some of its ideas in their own empire. Its ruins are still there, showing us a civilization that really shaped the future of the Andes. Our trip through these lost cities in the Americas shows us amazing stories of what people dreamed of, how clever they were, and how they felt connected to the universe. These were super advanced cities, not just simple little villages, you know? The mysteries about them, how they started, how amazing they got, and why they disappeared, still grab our attention. As we find out more of their secrets, we learn about how civilizations grow and change, and even about things that could affect us today. These cities were once full of people and life, and now they're quiet witnesses to all the time that has passed. We're still trying to understand them, and the more we learn, the more we appreciate the amazing people who built these places in the Americas so long ago.